Natural horticulture oil. Benefits of adapting natural means to safeguard from pests, insects, and weeds. Chemical pesticides have led to increased environmental pollution, harmful effects on friendly insects, birds, water, soil and human health, and resistance among pests to the chemicals used, making chemical-based pest control a liability in the long run rather than a friendly asset. The application of poisonous material to plants shuts down the protein synthesis process of the plants, activating the proteolysis, which interferes with housekeeping of the plants, breaking down its proteins, accumulating glutamine, etc., which, in turn, increases the susceptibility to diseases and pest attack, affecting the entire system, and increasing the demand for poison to grow food. Toxic pesticides, fungicides, herbicides, they kill without discrimination, without recognition, and understanding of the difference between one thing and another. Nature does not dictate it. Plant immune system is linked to its robust health, and plants require microbes in the plant microbiome to reach this stage of health. Plants need passive immunity derived from balanced chemistry, and active immunity due to plant biology. Unhealthy food with lower sugar, nutrients, is snatched from the pest and sold for human consumption. The traces of the poison enter water, soil, and may even be delivered through our food. This is how we can understand why we have public health epidemics in the civilized world. Pests, by nature, are born with a different digestive system to eat foods having low sugar or overripe, or dying food. They never compete with humans for their food, and it's a natural security for humans. Adapting natural means to safeguard from pests, insects, and weeds can be a better solution than chemical-based pest control. It can reduce the harmful effects of chemical pesticides on the environment, friendly insects, birds, water, soil, and human health. Natural pest control methods include crop rotation, intercropping, companion planting, biological control, mechanical control, and cultural control. Crop rotation involves changing the type of crop planted in a field each season to disrupt the life cycle of pests and prevent the buildup of soil-borne diseases. Intercropping involves planting two or more crops in close proximity to each other to reduce pest pressure and increase biodiversity. Companion planting involves planting different crops together that have a symbiotic relationship and can help deter pests or improve soil health. Biological control involves using natural predators, parasites, or pathogens to control pests. Mechanical control involves physically removing pests or using traps, barriers, or other physical methods to prevent pest damage. Cultural control involves using practices such as proper irrigation, fertilization, and pruning to promote plant health and prevent pest infestations. Adapting natural means to safeguard from pests, insects, and weeds can promote sustainable agriculture, reduce environmental pollution, improve soil health, and provide healthier food for human consumption. Insects are nature's garbage collectors and diseases are her clean-up crew. William Albury. Our blue planet dictates interdependency for health and survival of every living being. Soil and life always intertwine. We are intelligent to learn, adapt and coexist. For it is wisdom of existence. Insects and fungi are not the real cause of plant diseases but only attack unsuitable varieties or crops imperfectly grown. Their true role is that of sensors for pointing out the crops that are improperly nourished and so keeping our agriculture up to the mark. In other words, the pests must be looked upon as nature's professors of agriculture, as an integral portion of any rational system of farming. Natural horticulture oil. Natural horticulture oil is a versatile product that can help control biotic and abiotic stresses and improve crop health and yield. It is made from plant extracts and supports the health of both plants and soil, making it an eco-friendly option for maintaining ecological balance in the garden or farm. This product acts as a natural insect and pest repellent, as well as a natural fungus and nematode preventer, reducing the need for additional chemical treatments. It can help build natural resistance from within the plant, reducing the need for additional treatments and promoting plant health. After use, it naturally converts into a fertilizer, improving soil health and reducing the need for additional fertilizers. While not an essential part of the process, natural horticulture oil can be a helpful addition for those looking to grow their food in a more natural and sustainable way. Content and its activity. The natural oils present in natural horticulture oil have different classifications and activities when used in farms. Here is a breakdown of each oil and its classification and activity. Azadirachtan. This is a natural insecticide and is classified as a limanoid. It acts as an antifeedant, repellent, and growth regulator, inhibiting the molting of insect larvae. Citral. This is a natural terpenoid and has antimicrobial and insecticidal properties. Linalool. This is a natural terpene alcohol and has antimicrobial, insecticidal, and herbicidal properties. Geraniol. This is a natural terpene alcohol and has insecticidal and antimicrobial properties. Citronellol. This is a natural terpene alcohol and has insecticidal, antifungal, and antimicrobial properties. Linaloyl acetate. This is a natural terpene ester and has insecticidal, fungicidal, and herbicidal properties. Geranyl acetate. This is a natural terpene ester and has insecticidal, fungicidal, and herbicidal properties. Alpha pine. This is a natural terpene and has insecticidal, antifungal, and herbicidal properties. Limonene. This is a natural terpene and has insecticidal, antifungal, and herbicidal properties. Terpenylene. This is a natural terpene and has insecticidal and fungicidal properties. Alpha terpeneol. This is a natural terpene alcohol and has insecticidal and antifungal properties. Beta-oshimene. This is a natural terpene and has insecticidal and antifungal properties. Methylheptanone. This is a natural ketone and has insecticidal and fungicidal properties. Menthol. This is a natural terpene alcohol and has insecticidal, fungicidal, and herbicidal properties. Menthone. This is a natural terpene ketone and has insecticidal, fungicidal, and herbicidal properties. Majority of them are also used as a flavor and fragrance ingredient. Overall, the natural oils in natural horticulture oil have insecticidal, antifungal, and herbicidal properties, making them useful for controlling pests and improving crop health. They can also act as a natural fertilizer, helping to improve soil health and reduce the need for additional fertilizers. Acceptance by plant. The natural oils in natural horticulture oil are accepted by plants in farming because they are derived from natural sources that plants recognize and can readily absorb. These oils are bioactive and contain a variety of chemical constituents that can stimulate plant growth, improve plant health, and enhance plant defenses against pests and diseases. When applied to plants, the natural oils in natural horticulture oil can be absorbed through the leaves and stems, as well as the roots, and they can be translocated throughout the plant. This can result in improved nutrient uptake and utilization, increased photosynthesis, and greater plant growth and development. Furthermore, the natural oils in natural horticulture oil can help to improve plant resistance to pests and diseases by inducing systemic acquired resistance, SAR, in the plant. This means that the plant is better able to defend itself against future attacks by pests and diseases. Overall, the natural oils in natural horticulture oil are accepted by plants in farming because they provide a range of benefits that can support healthy plant growth, improve crop yield, and reduce the need for chemical pesticides and fertilizers. Friendly and beneficial to soil and farm life. Natural horticulture oil is primarily intended to control and manage pests and diseases in crops, and its use may have indirect effects on beneficial insects, fungi, and earthworms. However, since it is derived from natural plant sources and does not contain synthetic chemicals, it is generally considered to have low toxicity and minimal impact on non-target organisms when used correctly. Some studies have shown that certain natural plant extracts used in natural horticulture oil formulations can have positive effects on the growth and activity of beneficial soil microorganisms, including fungi and bacteria, which can support plant health and contribute to soil fertility. Abiotic and biotic stress. Natural horticulture oil can help to control abiotic and biotic stress in plants through a combination of direct and indirect mechanisms. Abiotic stress refers to non-living factors that can impact plant growth and development, such as drought, temperature extremes, and nutrient deficiencies. The natural oils in natural horticulture oil can help to alleviate abiotic stress in plants by improving their ability to absorb and use nutrients, as well as by regulating plant water balance and reducing oxidative damage. Biotic stress refers to living organisms that can harm plants, such as pests and diseases. The natural oils in natural horticulture oil can help to control biotic stress in plants by acting as natural insect and pest repellents, as well as by preventing the growth and development of fungal pathogens and nematodes. Additionally, the natural oils in natural horticulture oil can induce systemic acquired resistance, SAR, in plants. SAR is a natural defense mechanism that plants use to protect themselves against future attacks by pests and diseases. When plants are treated with natural horticulture oil, they can develop a stronger immune response that can help them to resist future biotic stress. Overall, the ability of natural horticulture oil to control abiotic and biotic stress in plants comes from its ability to improve plant health and function, support natural defense mechanisms, and regulate plant growth and development. Prevention of pest and insects. Natural horticulture oil contains natural insect and pest repellents such as azadirachtan, citral, linalool, geraniol, citronellol, and other compounds that can help to keep pests and insects from harming plants. When applied to plants, these compounds create a barrier that makes it difficult for pests and insects to attach themselves to the plant or to lay eggs on it. In addition, the natural oils in natural horticulture oil can interfere with the feeding and reproductive activities of pests and insects. For example, they can disrupt the development of insect larvae, prevent the mating of adult insects, or reduce the feeding behavior of pests such as aphids and mites. Furthermore, the natural oils in natural horticulture oil can induce systemic acquired resistance, SAR, in plants, which is a natural defense mechanism that plants use to protect themselves against future attacks by pests and diseases. When plants are treated with natural horticulture oil, they can develop a stronger immune response that can help them to resist future biotic stress, including pest and insect infestations. Aphids, whiteflies, thrips, spider mites, caterpillars, leafhoppers, mealybugs, scale insects. Natural horticulture oil is capable of controlling many of these insects and pests, including aphids, whiteflies, thrips, spider mites, and mealybugs, among others. The natural insect and pest repellents in natural horticulture oil create a barrier that makes it difficult for these pests to attach themselves to the plant or to lay eggs on it. Additionally, the natural oils can disrupt the feeding and reproductive activities of these pests, preventing them from causing damage to the plant. Overall, natural horticulture oil can help to keep pests and insects from harming plants by creating a physical barrier, disrupting insect feeding and reproductive behavior, and inducing natural defense mechanisms in plants. Disease. Natural horticulture oil can help to control, manage, subdue, or eradicate many diseases that can affect plants, including powdery mildew, downy mildew, rust, gray mold, leaf spot, anthracnose, fusarium wilt, verticillium wilt. The natural oils in natural horticulture oil have antifungal and antibacterial properties that can help to prevent the growth and development of fungal and bacterial pathogens that cause these diseases. Additionally, the natural oils can stimulate the plant's natural defense mechanisms, helping it to resist infection and recover from disease. It's important to note that the effectiveness of natural horticulture oil in controlling and managing diseases can depend on the specific disease and the severity of the infection. Therefore, it is recommended to consult and determine the appropriate application rates and timing for using natural horticulture oil to control specific diseases in your crop. Roots. Natural horticulture oil can safeguard the root of the plant by improving the soil health and creating a protective barrier around the roots. The natural oils in natural horticulture oil have antimicrobial properties that can help to prevent the growth of harmful microorganisms in the soil that can cause root rot and other diseases. Additionally, the natural oils can help to improve the soil structure and fertility, which can enhance the root growth and development. This can improve the plant's ability to absorb nutrients and water from the soil, which can improve its overall health and growth. Moreover, natural horticulture oil can create a protective barrier around the roots that can help to prevent the infiltration of harmful pathogens into the root zone. This barrier can also help to retain moisture around the roots, which can be especially important in dry or arid conditions. Overall, natural horticulture oil can help to safeguard the root of the plant by improving the soil health, enhancing root growth and development, and creating a protective barrier around the roots. Stem and leaf. Natural horticulture oil can safeguard the stem and leaf of the plant by strengthening the plant's natural defense mechanisms and by creating a physical barrier that can prevent the attachment of harmful insects and pests. The natural oils in natural horticulture oil have insecticidal, antifungal, and antimicrobial properties that can help to control and prevent the growth of harmful insects and pests that can damage the stem and leaves of the plant. These oils can also help to prevent the growth of harmful fungi and bacteria that can cause diseases in the plant. Moreover, the natural oils can help to strengthen the plant's natural defense mechanisms by stimulating the production of phytohormones and other natural compounds that can enhance the plant's resistance to biotic and abiotic stressor. Additionally, natural horticulture oil can create a physical barrier that can prevent the attachment of harmful insects and pests to the stem and leaves of the plant. This barrier can also help to retain moisture and prevent water loss, which can be especially important in dry or arid conditions. Overall, natural horticulture oil can help to safeguard the stem and leaf of the plant by controlling and preventing the growth of harmful insects and pests, strengthening the plant's natural defense mechanisms, and creating a physical barrier that can prevent attachment of pests and retain moisture. Flower and fruits. The natural oils in natural horticulture oil can help to protect the flowers and fruits of the plant by controlling and preventing the growth of harmful insects and pests that can damage or consume them. Azadirachtan, one of the ingredients in natural horticulture oil, is known for its insecticidal properties and can help to control and prevent the growth of a wide range of harmful insects and pests that can damage flowers and fruits. Citral, linalool, geraniol, citronellol, and linalool acetate are other ingredients that also have insecticidal properties and can help to control and prevent the growth of harmful insects and pests. Additionally, some of the natural oils in natural horticulture oil, such as alpha pine and limonene, have been shown to have antimicrobial and antifungal properties, which can help to prevent the growth of harmful fungi and bacteria that can cause diseases in flowers and fruits. Overall, the combination of natural oils in natural horticulture oil can help to protect the flowers and fruits of the plant by controlling and preventing the growth of harmful insects and pests and by preventing the growth of harmful fungi and bacteria that can cause diseases. Ingestion by plants. When natural horticulture oil is ingested by the plant, it can have several effects that can help to improve the plant's growth and overall health. First, the natural oils in the product can help to stimulate the plant's natural defense mechanisms by triggering the production of phytohormones and other natural compounds. This can help to enhance the plant's ability to resist biotic and abiotic stressor, such as pests, diseases, and adverse environmental conditions. Second, natural horticulture oil can help to improve the plant's nutrient uptake by increasing the availability of nutrients in the soil. The natural oils can act as chelators, which can bind to nutrients and make them more available for uptake by the plant's roots. Third, natural horticulture oil can help to improve the plant's photosynthetic efficiency by enhancing the plant's chlorophyll content and increasing the rate of photosynthesis. This can help to improve the plant's growth and overall health. Fourth, natural horticulture oil can help to improve the soil's health by promoting the growth of beneficial microorganisms and by enhancing the soil's water-holding capacity. This can help to improve soil fertility and reduce soil erosion. Overall, when ingested by the plant, natural horticulture oil can have several beneficial effects that can help to improve the plant's growth and overall health, as well as improve the health of the soil. Effectiveness and duration. The effects of natural horticulture oil on plants can vary depending on several factors, including the specific plant species, the stage of growth, and the environmental conditions. In general, the effects of natural horticulture oil can be observed within a few days to a few weeks after application. For example, if natural horticulture oil is applied to control an insect infestation, the effects on the insects may be visible within a few hours or days after application. However, it may take longer for the plant to recover from the damage caused by the insects, depending on the severity of the infestation and the plant's ability to regenerate. Similarly, if natural horticulture oil is applied to control a fungal or bacterial infection, the effects on the disease may be visible within a few days to a week after application. However, it may take longer for the plant to fully recover from the infection, depending on the severity of the disease and the plant's ability to fight off the infection. It is important to note that natural horticulture oil is typically applied on a regular basis as a preventative measure or as a treatment for early stages of pest or disease problems. The duration of its effects will depend on the frequency of application and the specific conditions of the plant and its environment. It is important to note that natural horticulture oil is not a cure-all solution and may not be effective against all pests and diseases. It is best used as part of an integrated pest management program that includes other measures such as proper sanitation, crop rotation, and other cultural practices. Guidelines. Using natural horticulture oil requires understanding the situation and type of plant and pest or infection being targeted. Regular inspection and spraying with natural oil is effective. 1% solution is effective for preventive care, while 2 to 3% solution can be used for tougher pests or disease. Begin with 1% solution and increase if needed while observing the situation diligently. Natural horticulture oil does not kill insects, but makes them flee, so regular spraying is important. Mix required quantity only and use immediately for effective results. Spray at pre-flowering stage, post-flowering stage, seed or fruit development stage or as required. Preventive care and application, coupled with regular inspection, is essential. Do not use the product on heavily infested or diseased fields without considering the situation and possibly needing a stronger solution. Application to crops. Natural horticulture oil is best applied as a preventive measure for crops to protect against pests and diseases. It should be applied at least a week in advance, especially when plants lack sunlight or when there are variations in climatic conditions. It is not recommended to use the product after pest infestation since it is a natural repellent and not a pesticide. The recommended dosage is 1 liter per acre, mixed with 100 liters of water and sprayed at regular intervals of 14 days. For tougher pests or diseases, a 2 to 3% solution can be used, while a 1% solution is effective as a preventive spray. Farmers should begin with a lower percentage and increase it as needed while monitoring the situation diligently. Regular inspection and spraying with natural oils are helpful and effective for maintaining healthy crops. The product is made from natural sources and should break down into environmentally friendly elements. It does not harm friendly insects, flora, fauna, earthworms, birds, or animals. It can be used during the pre-flowering stage, post-flowering stage, seed or fruit development stage, or as required. Soil application. Natural horticulture oil can be used directly on the soil during land preparation to prevent soil-borne disease and repel rodents. Recommended dosage is about 1 liter per acre mixed with 100 liters of water and sprayed on the soil. If the fields have already been affected by soil-borne disease and rodents, repeat application multiple times with a gap of 14 days. As the product is made from all natural oils, there are no precise rules for application. It is important to understand the situation and consider the type of plant and pest or infection being targeted. Stronger solutions may be needed for tougher pests and infections. Regular inspection and spraying with natural oils is helpful and effective. For best results, mix only the required quantity to be used immediately, and do not mix and store for later use. Soil application can be done at any time, but it is recommended to do it during land preparation or before planting. Prevention is the key to success with natural horticulture oil, coupled with regular inspection and application. Environment. Natural horticulture oil is biodegradable and does not persist in soil and water. Natural oils are a complex mixture of components, making it unlikely for pests to become resistant to them. It is regarded as non-toxic to humans, pets, birds, livestock, and other wildlife. It does not create resistance or residue problems. It only targets leaf-sucking and chewing insects and does not create a dead zone around treated plants, trees, or shrubs. It is nature-friendly and can increase flora and fauna. Natural horticulture oil is derived from natural plant sources and is generally biodegradable, meaning it can break down into environmentally friendly elements over time. However, it is important to note that even natural products can have negative effects on the environment if they are overused or not used properly. For example, using excessive amounts of natural horticulture oil can potentially harm beneficial insects and or may lead to the development of resistance in pests. It is always important to use any pest control product responsibly, including following recommended application rates and avoiding direct exposure to bodies of water or sensitive habitats. Frequently asked questions. Is natural horticulture oil a pesticide? No. It is an organic natural pest repellent that makes pests flee the area rather than killing them. What is pest repellent? It keeps pests away, making them flee the area, because it irritates them physically and internally by making them lose hunger and thus the pests voluntarily leave the area. What does natural horticulture oil do? It acts as a repellent with many other long-term benefits. Whom does it affect? It targets leaf-sucking and chewing insects and is effective against about 200 species of common insects. It can also keep primates and animals away. Does natural horticulture oil act as a fungicide? Yes, it works on arthropod pests that often eat vegetables, including tomato hornworms, corn earworm, aphids, and whiteflies. It can also control common fungal diseases like powdery mildew, black spot, scab, rust, leaf spot, anthracnose, tip blight, and others. Can it control bacterial diseases? Yes. Natural horticulture oil can kill fire blight, a bacterial disease that causes the leaves of plants to wilt and appear as though they have been burned. It can also act as a good bactericide for plants. Can it control nematodes? Yes, it can control nematodes by letting natural carnivorous fungi thrive, which automatically kills the nematodes for its food. Can it keep primates and other animals like monkeys and deer away? Yes. It is most suitable for keeping animals away by temporarily making the food taste bitter, give off flavors and smells that they do not like, so that they leave the place without harming them. Where do these pests go as they are not killed? The pests move to other areas like grass and weeds for their food requirements. Is it a weedicide? Natural horticulture oil is not a weedicide and is not recommended for weed control. However, by using our product to make domesticated crops healthy, pests may move on to eat the grass and weeds, making it a natural way to control weeds indirectly. Regarding the development of pest resistance, it is unlikely to happen with natural horticulture oil. This is because the oil is a complex mixture of various components that work together within a plant to repel pests. Unlike synthetic pesticides, which often contain a single active ingredient, the mixture of components in natural horticulture oil makes it difficult for pests to develop resistance to it. So, to answer the question, natural horticulture oil is not a weedicide, but it helps indirectly control weeds by keeping pests away from domesticated crops. Additionally, it is unlikely that pests will develop resistance to the oil due to its complex mixture of components. Does prevention help and why? Natural plant extracts can be used as a preventive care measure in farms as they contain compounds that are toxic to pests but are safe for humans, animals, and the environment. When sprayed on the plants, the extracts act as a barrier, making it difficult for pests to attack the plants. Additionally, some natural plant extracts have properties that can repel pests and keep them away from the plants. These extracts can also help to boost the plant's natural resistance to pests and diseases, making them less vulnerable to attacks. Using natural plant extracts as preventive care measures in farms can reduce the need for chemical pesticides, which can be harmful to the environment, beneficial insects, and human health. It can also help to maintain the overall health and productivity of the farm, leading to higher yields and better quality produce. Regular use of natural plant extracts can also promote a healthy ecosystem in the farm, by maintaining a balance between pests and beneficial insects. This can help to reduce the risk of outbreaks of pests and diseases and minimize the need for control measures. Why plants get diseases and are infested with insects and pests? Plants can become infected with diseases, pests, and insects due to a variety of factors such as environmental stressor, poor soil conditions, lack of nutrients, and physical damage. Insects and diseases are naturally attracted to weaker plants, and unhealthy plants are more susceptible to infection and pest infestation. Pests are attracted to plants that are unhealthy or decaying. When a plant is unable to complete its 24-hour photocycle, it produces incomplete sugars that can be attractive to pests. Proper nutrients are important for plants to produce oleochemicals, which are natural defense mechanisms that help to prevent pest attacks. Bacteria and fungi can also help to bring nutrients to the plant in exchange for carbon and sugar. Healthy and robust plants can also support weaker plants in their surroundings by providing nutrients and creating a healthy ecosystem. However, the use of chemicals and poisons in fields can lead to imbalanced and unhealthy soil, which can weaken plants and make them more susceptible to disease and pest infestations. Healthy living soil is crucial for plant health and preventing infections. Natural means of maintaining soil health and avoiding the use of chemicals can promote the growth of strong, healthy plants. By prioritizing natural methods of pest and disease control, farmers can help preserve the long-term health of their crops and the environment. What is plant sugar, Brix, and how is that connected to disease and insect? Brix is a measurement of the sugar content in plant sap or juice. It is measured in degrees Brix, which represents the percentage of sugar by weight in a solution. Plants with higher Brix levels are healthier and more resistant to pests and diseases. Insects are attracted to plants with lower Brix levels, which are often unhealthy and lacking in nutrients. For example, corn earworms are attracted to plants with Brix levels below 12, while plants with Brix levels above 14 are generally resistant to corn earworms. Similarly, aphids are attracted to plants with Brix levels below 10, while plants with Brix levels above 12 are generally resistant to aphids. Japanese beetles are attracted to plants with Brix levels below 16, while plants with Brix levels above 18 are generally resistant to Japanese beetles. By measuring and managing Brix levels in plants, farmers and gardeners can help to prevent pest infestations and promote plant health. For details, refer link on plant health and sugar Brix provided. What types of food is suitable for insects and pests? Insects, pests and animals have different digestive systems compared to humans. They break down the cellulose material in plants in a reverse order than that of plants. Different insects and animals have different food preferences. Termites eat wood, lovebugs eat decaying vegetation, clothes moths eat clothes, dermestid beetles eat decaying meat, and fruit flies eat overripe, damaged or fermenting fruits. Some insects like red flower beetles and tooth-grain beetles are specifically known as storehouse insects as they feed on foods that are stored in warehouses. The sugar Brix level in plants also plays a crucial role in determining the food preferences of different insects. For example, aphids prefer plants with 6 to 8 Brix, sucking insects prefer 7 to 9 Brix, chewing insects prefer 9-11 Brix, and grasshoppers prefer 10 to 12 Brix. It's important to take plant safety measures to protect them from these insects and animals. This can be done by maintaining healthy soil, providing proper nutrients to plants, using natural pest repellents, and keeping the surrounding area clean and free of decaying matter. How does nature provide food for birds, pests and insects? The animal kingdom relies on different forms of sugars, nitrogen, amino acids, and nitrates as energy and protein source. Unhealthy plants that are unable to complete the 24-hour photocycle produce incomplete sugars with low quality, below 12 Brix, which are unhealthy for humans but become attractive to pests. If plants are robust and healthy, their Brix level is 12 or higher, which is unsuitable for pests. As a result, pests feed on grass and weed, making them allies rather than enemies. Human food is not suitable for pests like aphids, beetles, and leafhoppers because they lack the digestive enzymes to break it down. Pests prefer unfit, nutritionally poor, or dead and dying food. Fruit flies prefer rotten or overripe food. Birds prefer insects as their food rather than food grains and need a high point to sit on to identify insects and swoop on them. This natural process ensures that insects eat unhealthy food before humans do. How do we reduce such applications? Promote healthy soil. Soil health is the foundation of a healthy plant, and healthy plants are less likely to attract pests and diseases. Focus on building soil fertility through composting, cover cropping, crop rotation, and other natural methods to reduce the need for pest control. Use natural pest control methods. Rather than relying on natural horticulture oil, consider using natural pest control methods such as companion planting, biological control, and physical barriers. This approach can help to control pests without harming beneficial insects and other organisms. Practice good plant hygiene. Regularly remove diseased or damaged plant parts to prevent the spread of pests and diseases. Dispose of plant debris in a responsible manner to reduce the chances of pests and diseases surviving to the next growing season. Use resistant plant varieties. Choose plant varieties that are naturally resistant to pests and diseases. This can help to reduce the need for natural horticulture oil and other pest control methods. Rotate crops. Rotating crops can help to prevent the buildup of pests and diseases in the soil. This can help to reduce the need for natural horticulture oil and other pest control methods. Monitor plants regularly. Regularly monitor plants for signs of pests and diseases. Early detection and intervention can prevent a minor problem from becoming a major infestation. By implementing these practices, we can reduce the application of natural horticulture oil in the long run while still promoting healthy plants and a thriving ecosystem. Crops suitable. Cereals, wheat, teff, maize, corn millet, rice, sorghum etc. Pluses. Soya bean, cowpea, chickpea etc. Vegetables and cole crops, tomato, squash, potato, celery, cabbage, lentils, cucumber, spinach, cauliflower, lettuce, leek. Okra, French beans, Brussels sprouts, carrots, yam, broccolis, asparagus, melon, etc. Fiber crops, cotton, sisal, etc. Orchards and fruit crops, apple, citrus, mango, banana, grapes, pineapple, date palm, peaches, dewberry, orange, pomegranate, plum, strawberry, sugarcane, kiwi, passion fruit, pear, cherry, etc. Oil seeds, sesame, soya bean, mustard, canola, peanuts, linseed, etc. Ornamental crops, cut flowers, roses, phartinia, carnation, petunia, aster, tulip, snapdragon, marigold, jasmine, lotus, hibiscus, sunflower, gladiolus, carnation, gerbera, dahlia, chrysanthemum, zinnia, lilies, orchids, petunia, pansies, cosmos, bougainvillea, dianthus, geranium. Aromatic plants, lavender, rosemary, sage, thyme, oregano, mint, basil, lemongrass, eucalyptus, chamomile, patchouli, sandalwood, ylang ylang, peppermint, fennel, clove, cinnamon, ginger. Spice, cumin, coriander, turmeric, ginger, black pepper, cardamom, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, mustard, fenugreek, fennel, bay leaf, star anise, allspice, caraway, dill, juniper berry, mace, paprika.